What are you putting on there? Adobo? Adobo? Hi, hello. I thought I'd do a live stream and show you how awesome pork chops with Tzatziki are. And I did a picture of the Tzatziki sauce with the pork chops before, but we didn't ever talk about how to make it. So I'm going to make it for you tonight. I'm getting my ingredients ready for this. While we're making the pork chops. So you get to look at the pork chops. And from time to time, I get to look at me. I need cucumbers, lemon juice, dill, garlic, parsley, sea salt. Let me get those together. I'll leave you with the chops here for a moment while I get my ingredients. Ooh, my EVOO is low. You got that there. Garlic. Lemon. Dill. I got some fresh dill left. Was there a bag with some dill over there in that basket? Take a look for me while I look in here. You got some? Yeah. I think that one, there's that one right there. Yep. Woohoo! So I have some dry dill here. I'm going to grab. This is from our...
What do you need out of the frozen?
I was going to get more dill. I was going to get the dill, but I think this will be enough. Don't you think? This is the... Here.
Just take what you need because you don't want it to melt.
I don't want it to melt. It's my bag of different herbs. When they have the seeds like this, Duke, do you want to even use that?
Where?
You can use that?
For flavor, yeah.
This is the flavors at?
Flowers, yeah.
Really? Alright then. That's where the flavor's at, he says. So I'm going to get some of my dill and commence getting some dill ready for this. It's getting cold. What are you guys making for dinners now that it's getting cold? It's a seasonal thing to cook. I've been craving these pork chops. We got cucumbers from our garden and from our CSA. So, yeah. Here, honey bun. Give you the rest of this dill. And you can... Your son loves cucumbers and pork chops. They taste so good together. There's another one in there. There's another one. I'll let you know here in a moment. Did you find the other one in there? Oh, yeah. There's more. They're small. And 1.5 cups. This is what we need. So I'm looking at the recipe as I'm doing this. This is my cucumber, one of my cucumbers. Oh my goodness, it took forever. That's the one. Oh, I don't know. There's more out there. There's that big one right there. 1 cup. Yeah, you're going to have to go out there and get that other one for me.
I don't know where to go.
I know where to go. Okay, I'm going to go out in the garden and get it. You're on pork chop live stream duty, so you have to talk to people on the live stream like pork chop. What?
These are pork chops without bone. I like them with the bone too, but this is what I could kind of get. And what I'm doing is I'm basically frying them in butter because we're decadent, you know. But I did season them with adobo, you know. It's a Goya product called adobo. See it right good. And with that, some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some pepper, ground pepper. I'll give it a kind of a, I didn't put any salt on it because the Goya adobo has garlic and salt and all the other things. It's a really good seasoning. So there'll be kind of a salty flavor. And the sauce that Cindy's making is a really good compliment for them. Gonna keep on frying them on medium heat. And doing a few flips on them. A peek. Oh, actually that's pretty close. Pretty close to flipping time on that one. Let's give them a little bit more time. The butter gives them a really nice golden brown sear to it, you know. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. You know, a lot of people are vegetarians for different reasons. You know, some are political, some are health, some are just, you know, attitude, some are for taste, some are just for digestive issues. But I like pork, and I feel sorry for the vegetarians. A lot of them will come up with tofu products, so you get a tofu product that has a texture and the taste of pork. And I always thought it was odd that if I quit eating meat, why would I want to have meat substitute that tastes like meat? And you know, I would think that I wouldn't want to eat meat. But this is a grade A USDA meat.
I found it. Yeah, I have to tell you, there's a bunch of squashes growing out there. I was trying to find as many cucumbers as possible, and I ended up finding like 3 more squashes that are about the size of my hand. And I'm like, what? What are these guys doing out here? Okay, these are prickly. Got like spines on it and stuff. Poking the crap out of me. You wash these. You can hand me those other cucumbers too. They got like little, ow, little spines on them. I'm just knocking those little spines off. Well, I mean, usually I'm not handling my produce right off the vine. I forgot about the fact that it was going to stab me when I was in the dark, is what I'm saying. But I grabbed in there like a trooper and I pulled it off anyhow. So I'm glad you're proud of me. So I'm washing my cucumbers and getting them clean. This sauce is made to go on, you know, meat. And it's one of those things that you can put on any meat. Like some things like an A1 type sauce, one of those sauces that's made out of like raisins and things like that. You can only put them on a red meat. You wouldn't put those things on like uh-oh. Can I unplug this or what? You wouldn't put that on say like a fish or a chicken or something like that, but tzatziki you can put on anything. You can put it on a fish, you can put it on chicken, you could put it on pork, you could put it on beef. Okay, so I'm going to start by grating my cucumber, and I am going to use a very fine grater. I know this is not the way most people do it, and I don't care. I don't want to get off to a great start. Yes, of course. Here you go. You can talk to me out loud, honey. You have a beautiful voice. You should let your voice be heard. So you're finishing your pork chops right now?
I got a little bit to go.
They look amazing.
Could add a little more butter.
Yeah. Moisture it up.
Yeah.
Duke is on a... Did you tell him about your diet, Duke?
Nope.
You're on a low-carb diet, right?
Yep.
He said he wants to get his bikini body back.
Yep, for the winter.
For the winter time. He wants to get his bikini body back. I think you're already in a bikini body, if you ask me.
No.
Yes, you are. I think so, anyway.
I'm going to diet until I can put my pants on.
Oh, man. That is not a good motivating factor for me. Once you've dieted enough, that means you're going to be wearing pants all the time? Is that what the deal is?
Well, it'll be winter time.
So, you still haven't put pants on. You've been wearing shorts.
That's because I'm on a diet.
You're on a diet. You're on a shorts diet, or you're a pants diet, or what?
Yep.
You can't have any? No pants for Duke.
Yep.
He's on a pants diet. So one of the tricks to this thing is that you want to take as much of the moisture out as possible, which is why I should be grating this into this strainer, which I'm not doing, but I'll take the juice out in a minute. I was doing this the other day, and I subtly managed to cut the tip of my finger. Oh my gosh. It didn't even bleed, Duke, because it was just a very, very tippy top layer. But I managed to cut it off. That smarted so bad. Oh my gosh. It was like the most awful pain in the world. I cried a little bit. I was like, have you ever done that? And it's just, it was such a minor thing. I couldn't even see it. There was no blood. I couldn't see it. How can this hurt so much? So, in other words, be very careful with this thing. You'll see this is really wet. I love how fine the cucumber gets through this. I mean, it almost becomes like pureed. And I like that. So that's how I do mine. You can use your own what are those called? Scraper things. The big ones to shred this. You can use a much bigger shredder. I just like the result I get. How the tzatziki sauce comes out. Oh my god, he's almost done. I gotta hurry. Look at all these cucumber seeds. You want any of these?
No.
I'm gonna put some over here just in case you want them. How many seeds came out? I don't need the seeds. Alright. I need to ramp it up. Move faster. So what are some of your recipes that you guys are doing? I wanted to make chili. But you can't have beans, right?
Okay, check. I don't think so.
You can't have beans. I mean, we could make a different kind of bean chili.
Yeah.
If you have like a kind of chili you can eat. There's a green chili that has no beans in it, isn't there? Isn't there one that has no beans in it?
Oh, there's
They like to make it like a tomatillo sauce style chili that has like chicken in it, and I had it at that chili cook-off that we were part of. And it's pretty good. I would eat that. Everybody, I'm making tzatziki. So this is what I've got so far. I'm just like shredding cucumber as fast as I can. And talking to you all and telling you what I'm doing. I was so excited that there was football on television the other day. I almost watched the damn game. Who was playing? The 49ers and who?
St. Louis, or no, New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers were playing, and I was like, I almost caught myself watching some football for a minute. So I was so excited. The question, do I peel my cucumber? Some of it. Like, I peel the ends of it off because it's harder there. And if the skin is thick or it's an older cucumber, I will peel the skin off, most of it. But I definitely peel the ends of it off, if that makes sense. It just depends on the cucumber. I'm trying to be expedient here, and also I'm trying to hurry because the pork chops are almost done.
And we have to set though. So.
I know. I'm glad because I want this to I want the flavors to be able to mix up a little bit here. So back to grating the cucumber. That's all you've seen me do is just sit here and grate cucumber this whole time, right? Oh, balls out of your hands. And I am so terrified because of my previous shaving accident. I was shaving the cucumber and I was trying to be fast. That's what my undoing was. I was trying to be fast. And then, and I wasn't even like trying to make sure that I caught up to your cooking of anything. It was just like I was making a bunch of foods that day and I needed to get them all done. So that's how I cut myself. Because you weren't even making meat that day. But I was going to have that tzatziki sauce ready for you. The other thing I've been craving that I really want to make is baklava. One day you'll be able to have a little bit of bread, right?
Baklava, no.
Baklava, no? What do you mean baklava, no?
It's full of sugar.
It's full of nuts.
Sugar, yeah.
But it's full of nuts.
Most nuts are high carb.
Walnuts?
Mm-hmm.
You can have walnuts?
Not many.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to make you some bread. I'm going to make you some low-carb bread. And you're going to think it's amazing. Am I Greek? No, but I love Greek food. I love, what is dolmades? Those dolmades are, gosh, I gotta make those with real grape leaves sometime. I love those. So many Greek recipes that I really love. And baklava is just, it's a Cindy food. If you knew what that meant, you would understand immediately what a Cindy food is. But I love nuts, and I love baklava. Okay, so my cucumber is done, sort of, kind of. I have some chunks here that I didn't. I'm having a bit of a hard time processing them. I'm using a knife to help me. Now I have to do the garlic. So there's that. Now I'm going to, hold on a minute. I am going to save the juice because have you had cucumber juice, cucumber water? It's amazing. So, a little strainer. Got a cup here. Get a spoon. And I'm going to strain out the cucumber water. This is a painstaking process. You should have seen me making gazpacho. That was a nightmare. Gazpacho does not involve any cooking, but it is labor intensive to make. Very complicated. It's like mixing a drink. So you really want to just try to drain that as best as you can. I should have used the other strainer. I don't like this one. Don't like it. I have a variety of different strainers I can use. Teeny tiny ones. Okay, let's try it again. So, my goal here is to strain this all out. I save the water and I put it in my drink in the morning with my juice. Do you guys like to juice? I do. Okay, so you want to get that out, a lot of that moisture out. You don't want the moisture in there. Don't want it. And what you have left is just a cucumber. Okay, now I want to add the garlic. The garlic is right here. Let me put this juice away. You don't want this anymore. I got a good bit of juice out of that. Look at that. This is delicious. Delicious. Say that. Make some carrot juice. Mix carrot and celery, cucumber water. It's amazing. Now I'm going to peel the garlic for this tzatziki. So I think that should be enough. Sorry, I had to grab my phone and the dill, and I need this, and I need a knife. Okay, now I have a knife. I'm going to chop up this dill. I'm going to finally try and chop up this dill. This is fresh dill. If you can get it, use fresh because it will taste much better. I just happened to have frozen some dill. I really wanted to do pickles this year, but I never got to. Okay, so I'm going to put the dill in. And I'll do my garlic now. Let's see. You can watch what I'm doing. Pops right out. One down, two to go. Get them right on the edge there. Pops right out. Now, got my garlic press. Put these in. And press. I got my cucumber in here and my dill. I love this garlic press. It's got to be probably one of my favorite investments. Whoops. What? So, will you grab me the yogurt, honey bun? Honey bunny? It's already low carb. But you can make it even more low carb by using sour cream. It's already low carb, so I really love the acidity of the yogurt in there, which is why I'm using the acidity of the yogurt. So, let's look back to 15. So the hardest thing, as you saw, was to shave the cucumber. And let's see how much garlic it says. 2 cloves of minced garlic. Yep, that's what I have here. 2 cloves of minced garlic. When it gets to the end, I pull it out of the press and I just mince it up. Get all of that garlic goodness in there. Next, I need lemon juice. Oh, let's not forget the yogurt. I'm going to use 1/3 cup for this. One-third of a cup. And I'm going to start cutting out my lemon so I can squeeze him in there. This is a very big lemon. If you have one of these squeezy lemon things, look how big it is. I can't even get it in there. I'm gonna have to cut it again. Cut it again to make it fit. And I shove the fruit in there backwards. Woo, it's flying. All right. More lemon, I mean. Limon. Okay. And now for the olive oil. I've made so many amazing things with this olive oil. I can't really say enough about it. And shout out to the former mayor and my good friend Delray Williams, who brought us this beautiful extra virgin olive oil from Greece. This stuff is awesome. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of this fantastic olive oil. Ta-da! And now I need some sea salt. Uh-oh, I have a problem. Houston, I have a problem. You know what the problem is? Can you see it? This has still got some Italian seasoning. Remember we made Italian seasoning the other night? For our breading? Yeah. There's still a bunch in here, and I want to kind of save it. If we could, that's a good idea. I'm just going to put it in here for now, so I can transfer it out, because this is a mini molcajete. I had to grind some herbs. You probably have some kind of a grinder at your house that you grind herbs in. This is how I do it. This is my grinder. It's amazingly good. Okay, so I'm going to put some sea salt in here. So put a little pile of sea salt in there. And grab your mano and crush. I have enough for the rim of a margarita. Dang, now I want a margarita. Duke, you feeling like a margarita? Do you have a Rita? Salt's ready to go for the Ritas if you want them. So put some of this in here. Some sea salt. And we're good to go. We're ready to serve. Okay, Robert, I'm going to serve you your pork chop here. Finish mixing this up, and I'll get you served in a moment, sir. I'm going to get Nemo. Is he ready? Is he going to eat? I'm going to give it a taste here. Let me just check to make sure everything's in here. Lemon juice, check. EVOO, check. It's missing something. I think it needs a little bit more lemon. So I'm going to put a little bit more juice in here. And I think it needs a little bit more salt. So I'm going to put some more salt in there. Hey, Nemo, will you put this yogurt away from me? Yes. Good boy. Alrighty then. Let's give that a final stir. Oh, who's going to be my taste tester? Do I have any takers? Yeah, he's already camera ready.
Yeah.
You put them under?
No. I just gotta flip it. Oh, yeah. All right. The moment of truth.
Pork's up.
Yeah. I gotta serve myself up one. I gotta serve myself up one of these pork choppies. Choppy pork chop. Where's your plate, Nemo?
Right there on the right.
Oh yeah. Let's serve it all up. Here he comes, walking down the street with his pork chop and his tzatziki sauce. Take it away.
All right.
Here you go, buddy.
Thank you. Here's the other plate.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I'm coming in for a taste myself. All right. Man, that is amazing. Gets me every time. It's so lemony. Makes your mouth pucker a little bit when you mix that, when it hits the juices of the pork chop. It's perfect. It's money. It's awesome. All right, folks. Now you have my tzatziki recipe. Enjoy. Have a great dinner. Good night.